This is Paul with Myoware, and on today's video we're going to show you how to use the MRT to help alleviate some pain that you might be having in your legs. Welcome back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our MRT unit and we're going to choose the attachment that we're going to use on. I'm going to use the large ball. You know, it's used for some of the bigger, larger muscle groups. So I'm going to use it since I'm going to be using it on my leg. Okay, so we're going to turn it on. Power button on the back. And what I always tell people is always start it at a level that you feel comfortable and that you can handle. All right, so I'm going to start at level 2. If you feel like you can handle level 2, leave it there. If it's too much, bring it right down. If it's not enough, bring it up. All right. So some of the areas that you're going to want to really try to alleviate, one of the big things that I see is a lot of people get a lot of knee pain. All right. Remember, we don't want to put the unit on any bones of the body. Our goal is to work around those areas around the muscle and the bone. Okay. So we want to hit that soft muscle tissue. Okay, a lot of times when we get that knee pain, it comes from a lot of compression, our muscles get tight, and what this Myoware MRT is going to do is help loosen up those muscles. Okay, and so as I start loosening up these muscles, it's going to help relax them, and now it's going to alleviate a lot of that stress and tension that are pushing down on their knees. Okay, so just nice and light, easy. You just want to kind of glide up that muscle up and down. Okay, I like to get right around. You can feel for that kneecap, so use your other hand too. And again, work right around the base of that knee. Okay, you can start working up the sides. Okay, right down the middle. Just go nice and slow. Again, you don't need to spend a lot of time, and again, you don't need to push really hard. You want the unit to really do all the work for you. All right, for me, after I like to get a nice quick little pass in there, I'll start putting my knee through some movement. All right, it's important to get that movement in there because as those muscles are loosening up, you want to move it so that it just starts moving and feeling better. Okay, so this is all on the quad. Now, remember, the MRT was designed for you to use it for yourself. Okay, you don't really need somebody else to really do this for you. So something like your hamstring, which is a little bit harder to grab, what I would recommend is grabbing a little bit lower on the handle. Okay, it's going to give you a little bit more room to reach. So now I'm going to go right up and down. Same thing, just up and down that hamstring, right behind the leg. And again, you might feel some spots that, you know, may not feel so well. You might find a knot in there, and if you do, you can leave it in there. You can rub it back and forth. And after a couple seconds or a couple minutes on here, same thing. I like to just get a little bit of light motion in there, especially if that hamstring's getting a little tight on you and starting to bother you. You can really work it in there. Okay. Now, you don't always have to use this larger ball on this. You can use different attachments on here. One of the good ones that we like to use is, for some more specialty areas, is the fork unit. Okay, so I'm going to attach the fork unit on here. And one of the good spots to really put this on is the back of the leg right up that Achilles tendon and going into the calf. Okay, so we're going to put it on in there. I'm going to put a little bit lighter speed, but notice because of the shape of the attachment, it's going to go right around that Achilles, and it's going to be able to get in there without really having to, you know, really put any stress and tension right on that ligament. So now you can get right into the calf, and it's just a little bit different, you know. With the specialty attachments, just note that those ones are plastic, so if you do hit bone on those ones aren't going to feel nearly as well as the other two balls that are made of foam. Again, if those hit the bone, they're very forgiving. You won't even notice. Okay, up and down the calf, and it just gives a little bit of different options for you. So you have different options to do that. Again, get right behind that calf. You'll notice right here there's a separation. This tends to get a little bit sore on most people. This is right into your soleus, going into your gastroc. Okay. Again, there's no right or wrong way. There's no one tool to use for all. Play with it, have fun with it, and let us know what you think. If you found